Hi, thought I'd provide you with video capture in relation to the 3,000 word essay which is based on a position statement. My suspicion is that this is probably not an approach that you have used before, and if you have, it's probably one that you've not used regularly, the negotiated position statement approach. So I'll talk a little bit about what we understand by that term, and hopefully that should give you some sense of direction and focus in relation to the essay. So I suppose it begs the question, what is a position statement? Well, as it says on the guidelines, a position statement is like a goal or a directional statement that describes one side of an arguable viewpoint. And I think for me one of the key words there is that notion of arguable viewpoint. So when you're putting the essay together, it's almost like thinking almost legalistically. Here is a statement that I've got to defend. And I've got to address this statement in a very particular way. A statement might be, and one of the examples I've provided you with there on the guidelines, I'll just read off what I've got there. If research into the impact of transitions in sport and exercise settings is to continue to be of practical value, it needs to break away from the predominant focus on end of careers. Now that's a position statement. And quite reasonably, if you said that or used that statement in conversation, someone might say, well, hang on, what do you mean by that? There might even be, it's not likely, but they might even go so far as to say, well, how can you say such a thing? What you would then be required to do is defend that position. And so you might present the arguments for and against that particular viewpoint. So hopefully that gives you some sense of what we actually mean by a position statement. It is that kind of directional statement that it falls on one side of an arguable viewpoint. So it's just a different way of thinking about it, and in some ways quite a stimulating way of thinking about a particular topic area. The position statement you make should as it says in the guidelines, you should be able to provide a comprehensive overview of the particular area that's around which your statement is based, and that should have both currency, as in up-to-date research, and application. It should be based around something that has an applied context, if you like. As with all your MSc assignments, a critical appraisal of the literature is expected. You will be expected to apply research findings from the literature and embed them within your viewpoint, if you like, or your arguments in defence of your particular position statement. You have core reading material within the module. You'd be expected to demonstrate wider reading around that, examples of how you have delved deeper into the research, the material that's actually out there. So hopefully you're going to find this quite stimulating. And I suppose, in terms of what area you might choose to build a position statement around, have a think about the readings you're doing in relation to the module, and something might stir you, something might stimulate you. Oh, that's interesting. Why are they doing that? Well, could I build up a position statement around that particular issue? Find something that fires you up, if you like, and that you're motivated to investigate further. Okay, cheers.